everyone. So today I'm gonna make a book summary about the book Atomic Habits. Okay, so please give a like and subscribe if you will like the content. Okay, and let's begin. Okay, so I'm gonna talk about the book in 3 sentences first. Okay, an atomic habit is a regular practice or routine that is not only small and easy to do, but is also the source of incredible power and a component of the system of compound growth. Okay, so number 2, bad habits repeat themselves again and again, not because you don't want to change, but because you have the wrong system for change. And number 3, changes that seem small and unimportant at first will compound into a remarkable result if you're willing to stick with them for years. So, 1 second. Now I'm gonna the 5 big ideas of the book, and then we can move on to the chapters. Okay. By the way, this book is written by James Clear. It's a very good book. Talks about how to change the habits of your life. Okay. So number 1 big idea: habits are the compound interest of self-improvement. Number 2, if you want better results, then forget about setting goals. Focus on your system instead. I will go into it in the actual summary. Okay. Number 3, the most effective way to change your habits is to focus not on what you want to achieve, but on who you wish to become. So you want to get the identity of the type of person you want to be. Like if you want to be an athletic person, you need to strive to be that, to think what would an athlete do in that situation. Okay. And not to focus on what you want to achieve, like losing weight or something, because it's more intrinsic within you, and that will and it will help you to be more motivated to do so. Number 4, the 4 laws of behavior change are a simple set of rules we can use to build better habits. They are: number 1, make it obvious; number 2, make it attractive; number 3, make it easy; and number 4, make it satisfying. And the last big idea is 5, environment is the invisible hand that shapes human behavior. So I will go into everything, but we'll now start. If you're thinking of, I recommend you to hear the entire stream. Okay, I think it's one of the most important streams I make because it covers everything that you need to know. But I would recommend to buy the book because it goes into more detail in it. Okay. So chapter 1, the surprising power of tiny habits. Success is the product of daily habits, not once in a lifetime transformation. You should be far more concerned with your current trajectory than with your current results. Your outcomes are a lagging measure of your habits. Your net worth is a lagging measure of financial habits. Your weight is a lagging measure of your eating habits. Your knowledge is a lagging measure of your learning habits. So you see what he's saying here. Your habits are the things that in the long run will define you. Okay, your outcomes. Time magnifies the margin between success and failure. Good habits make time your ally, and bad habits make time your enemy. Okay? Goals are about the result you want to achieve. Systems are about the processes that lead to those results. If you want to predict where you will end up in life, all you have to do is follow the curve of tiny gains or tiny losses and see how your daily choices will compound 10 or 20 years down the line. Okay? Self-explanatory. Breakthrough moments are often the result of many previous actions, which build up the potential required to unleash a major change. So what he means by that is that over time, the more you practice doing the stuff that you want to achieve, the larger the chance that you reach a point, a threshold, in which you can become unleash your potential in it. Okay, but you need to have a certain amount of practice before. It's not happening overnight. Okay. If you find yourself struggling to build a good habit or break a bad one, it's not because you have lost your ability to improve. It is often because you haven't yet crossed the plateau of latent potential. So this plateau means that everyone should think that their improvement should be linear and like that. But the truth is, it goes like that. In the beginning, the improvements are small, and over time, when you reach that certain threshold, it's going in exponential growth. Okay, so it's not like that. It's actually like that. Okay. The purpose, true long-term thinking is goalless thinking. It's not about any single accomplishment. It is about a cycle of endless refinement and continuous improvement. Okay, so it's about the journey, not about the result. If you get focused on the journey and keep at it every day and strive to not give up in the middle, okay, this will guarantee result in the long run. If you want, you can watch the Grit video that I made, the book summary of Grit, and it explains it in full detail. Okay, habits are the compound interest of self-improvement. Now I'm gonna spout what is the compound thing. Okay, getting 1% better every day counts for a lot in the long run. So you can do the math. If you let's say 10%, 1%, it's 1.01, right? To the power of 365. That means over 1 year you will improve in 37%. Okay. In 1 year, just by improving each day by 1%. And it works both ways. If you have a decrease of 1%, you will get up worsened by 37%. So bad habits also accumulate. So don't forget that. It's a double-edged sword. Okay. Small changes often appear to make no difference until you cross the critical threshold. The most powerful outcomes of any compounding process are delayed. You need to be patient. Now I'm going to talk about atomic habits. An atomic habit is a little habit that is a part of a larger system. It is the building block of remarkable result. If you want better results, then forget about setting goals. Focus on your system instead. I said that. Okay. You do not rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your system. Okay, we're moving on to chapter 2. How your habits shape your identity. Changing our habits is challenging for two reasons. Number one, we try to change the wrong thing, and number two, we try to change our habits in the wrong way. So you can either change your outcomes, you change the process, or change your identity. Outcomes are about what you get, processes are about what you do, and identity is about what you believe. With outcome-based habits, the focus is on what you want to achieve. With identity-based habits, the focus is on who you wish to become. So like I said before, the ultimate form of intrinsic motivation is when a habit becomes part of your identity. Let's assume you want to lose weight, okay? And in order to do that, you want to start running every day or something like that, okay? So instead of focusing on the running part, you need to strive to be a runner, okay? To embrace the identity of a runner. This way, doing the habit of running every day will become much more easier and accessible to you, because that's the type of person you are. Also, when you do that, you probably start eating healthier and all the health benefits as well, okay? So you need to decide the type of person you want to be and prove it to yourself with small wins. Ask yourself, who is the type of person that could get the outcome I want? Your identity emerges out of your habits. Every action is a vote for the type of person you wish to become. Becoming the best version of yourself requires you to continuously edit your beliefs and to upgrade and expand your identity. The real reason habits matter is not because they can get you better results, but because they can change your beliefs about yourself. I hope you are doing good so far. Please stay strong for the entire video, okay? I know it's a lot, but I am promising you this is probably one of the best videos you will hear about habits, of course, okay? Chapter 3: How to build better habits in 4 simple steps. Number 1: how can I make it obvious? How can I make it attractive? How can I make it easy? And how can I make it satisfying? A habit is behavior that has been repeated enough times to become automatic. Any habit can be broken down into a feedback loop. So it involves cue, craving, response, and reward. Moving on, chapter 4: The man who didn't look right. Once our habits become automatic, we stop paying attention to what we are doing. The process of behavior change always starts with awareness. You need to be aware of your habits before you can change them. Okay? Next chapter, chapter 5: The best way to start a new habit. So you need to make it obvious. Many people think they lack motivation when what they really lack is clarity. One of the best ways to build a new habit is to identify a current habit you already do each day and then stack your new behavior on top. That's called a habit stacking, okay? So use the thing that you already do every day and explode it to a new habit that you want to right after it, okay? After you do let's say I brush my teeth every day, okay? And I want to eat an apple, okay? It's just for to get healthier or something, okay? So right after I done brushing my teeth, I go downstairs, grab an apple and eat it. And this is my new breakfast, okay? Creating an implementation intention is a strategy you can use to pair a new habit with a specific time and location. So this is important. When I was in college, in order to learn for test, I would take the bus to the actual college and learn there instead of home, because I knew in the home I can't focus, okay? Back in the days, today I can, okay? So when you get to the new place, this is the cue that for your mind to realize you came here to learn, to study. And it makes it easier to actually doing it. Also, you don't have the bad habits of, I don't know, watching TV, playing the computer, etc. So I will do the new behavior at a certain time in the new location, okay? That's the formula. So let's move on. Chapter 6: Motivation is overrated. Environment often matters more. Give me 1 second, sorry. Environment is the invisible hand that shapes human behaviors. Every habit is initiated by cue. We're more likely to notice cues that stand out. Make the cues of good habits obvious in your environment. So let's assume you want to drink more water every day instead of beer, okay? So in the fridge, you put in the front, in the top shelf, in front of you, the water bottles. And if you want to also stop drinking beer, for example, you can either not buy the bottles or place them at the back of the fridge where it's not as accessible as the water. This way you replace the habits, the good one with the bad one. It's easier to build New habits in new environment. Okay, I talked about it. Chapter 7. The secret to self-control. Once a habit is formed, it is unlikely to be forgotten. People with high self-control tend to spend less time in tempting situations because it's easier to avoid temptation than resist it. So, as I was saying, let's assume you don't want to watch TV at night. No, let's assume you want to go to sleep early, and the TV is bothering you. Okay, so what you do, you hide the remote. Okay, or you ask for someone to hide it for you, or something like that. And that way, you form a new habit of just going to sleep early instead of watching TV. This is one example. Okay. One of the most practical ways to eliminate a bad habit is to reduce exposure. Okay, so I said that. Chapter 8: How to make a bad habit irresistible. The more attractive an opportunity is, the more likely it is to become habit forming. Habits are dopamine-driven feedback loops. When dopamine rises, so does our motivation to ask. It is the anticipation of a reward, not the fulfillment of it, that gets us to take action. So there's technical temptation bundling. You pair an action that you want to do with an action you need to do. So let's assume you want to go to the library every day just because you like it, but you want to do it by bicycle. Okay, so you take a chance. You basically ride the bicycle to the library every day. This way you still get to the library and you get to work out with the bicycles or to improving them. Chapter 9. The role of family and friends in shaping your habits. We tend to adopt habits that are praised and approved of by our culture because we have a strong desire to fit in and to belong to the tribe. So one of the most effective things you want to do to build a better habit is join a culture where your desired behavior is the normal behavior and you already have something in common with the group. So let's assume you want to get up in 5 a.m. like the book of Robin Sharma. So you can join a WhatsApp or Facebook group that do so and post pictures of you waking up early. And this way you belong to a group and don't want to disappoint them. So you keep at it every day and posting new pictures, etc. Chapter 10. How to find and fix the cause of your bad habits. Highlight the benefits of avoiding a bad habit to make it seem unattractive. So, I'm not gonna go into it, I'm moving on. Chapter 11. Walk slowly but never backwards. You need to make it easy, okay? The most effective form of learning is practice, not planning. You need to focus on taking action, not just being in motion, okay? Like I said, habit formation becomes automatic through repetition. Okay, so I'm gonna explain. The amount of time you're doing a habit is more important than the amount of time you've been performing one habit. Okay, I will explain. Okay, let's assume you want to embrace the identity of an athlete, like I said before. So what you want to do is to go to the gym at the beginning for like 10 minutes every day. Okay, just for 10 minutes to get it repetitive enough and to form the identity of someone who goes to the gym every day. Doesn't matter if you do it for 10 minutes or 1 hour, okay? Because you can't improve a habit unless you first embrace it to you, okay? You can't plan to do like 2 hours workout when you haven't even do it every day just going to the gym, okay? So chapter 12, the law of least effort. Create an environment where doing the right thing is easy as possible. Reduce the friction. So you need to reduce the friction of the good habits and increase the friction on the wrong of the bad habits. Chapter 13, how to stop procrastinating. So this is the 2-minute rule that I talked about. Okay. You do every day 2 minutes of it until it becomes a habit. Then it's harder to quit. And once it's a habit, you can start improving 1% day by day. Okay. Chapter. Okay, 1 second. Using technology to automate your habits is the most reliable and effective way to guarantee the right behavior. So you can basically you can track your habits like with an app or something, and mark check on the checkboxes every day that you actually done it. Okay. Chapter 15: The cardinal rule of behavior change. The human brain evolved to prioritize immediate rewards over delayed rewards. Okay. The the cardinal rule of behavior change. What is immediately rewarded is repeated. What is immediately punished is avoided. So if you make it satisfying, you increase the odds that the behavior will be repeated next time. So chapter 16: How to stick with good habits every day. So one of the most satisfying feelings is the feelings of making progress. A habit tracker is simply a way to measure whether you did a habit. Okay, I talked about it. Don't break the chain. Try to keep your habit streak alive and never miss twice. If you miss one day, it's okay, but try to get back on track as quickly as possible. Chapter 17: Use an accountability partner. Okay, so you want to make like a contract. Once again, an accountability partner can create an immediate cost to inaction. Okay? A habit contract can be used to add social cost to any behavior. Knowing that someone else is watching you can be a powerful motivator. So now I'm moving on to chapter 18. The truth about talent. Habits are easier when they are aligned with your natural abilities. Choose the habits that best suit you. Play a game that favors your strengths. If you can find a game that favors you, create one. Okay? Chapter 19: The Goldilocks Rule. So, as habits become routine, they become less interesting and less satisfying. We get bored. Okay? Anyone can work hard when they feel motivated. It's the ability to keep going where work isn't exciting that makes the difference. Okay. Okay, so you wanna stay motivated even when things seems boring. Okay. And chapter 20: Downside of creating good habits. The downside is that we stop paying attention to little errors. Habits plus deliberate practice equals mastery. Reflection and review is a process that allows you to remain conscious of your performance over time. So, okay, that was quite long, but I hope you learned a lot from it. I did. You can go back from the top and write, and keep it for future. So, thank you for watching. Leave a like and subscribe. Hope you enjoyed it. Bye bye.